Alright, hello all Dalek Mod viewers, this is me, Fast Cargo. I'm posting the next part of my last video, which was actually me covering how to make a TARDIS, and now in this video I'm going to be covering something else that I see a lot of people have trouble with, the fluid links, which are actually a very necessary component to the TARDIS, and players only seem to realize that later on, because without the fluid links, eventually, whatever TARDIS you have, it will break. So, you want to make sure that you get the fluid links earlier. I'm sure a lot of people might need help with this because the crafting recipes are slightly difficult to find. They're kind of difficult to find on DMU, so the fluid links, which you may have seen if you paused me skipping through the manual when I entered that TARDIS. The fluid links basically are TARDIS maintenance. Now, the thing about the TARDIS is once you use it just too many times, let me go back inside here. Now once you use your TARDIS too many times, eventually these three bars here, flight, fuel, and accuracy, will go down. When fuel goes down, that means your TARDIS will use more fuel. And if I didn't mention it already, which actually I don't think I did, you use the Artron from your Artron fuel banks by putting it in this little thing right here to refuel your TARDIS. If it reaches a too low level, then you can't actually rematerialize or dematerialize your TARDIS, so make sure to always have a spare inside of your TARDIS. Also, flight means, well, how long it takes to fly. If that goes down too much, then just rematerializing in the exact same spot you dematerialized will actually take probably a whole minute, which is really not good for the TARDIS. And then there's accuracy. This basically just means wherever you land your TARDIS, there's a chance it will skid and land not where you chose, which is a pretty bad thing if you think about it. Say you're materializing in the nether, you skid into lava, boom, you're dead. So you want to make sure you always keep your TARDIS up to date. But the problem is, crafting these fluid links is kind of difficult. Most people try and look for it on JEI by typing in fluid link, but it doesn't actually tell you how. But if you watched the update video for this Dalek mod update, you'd know you need the engineering table that I have right over here. Now this engineering table is pretty cool looking model, I must say, and it's crafted with one paper, one glass bottle, and 4 planks of your choice. Once you've done that, you can get the engineering table. So once you've crafted that, you can get the engineering table. Now once you right click on it, you will see there's a GUI here that requires 3 different materials for the product. And I have them listed here for every single individual fluid link. Now, since JEI doesn't show the fluid links, you may have to go back to this video or write down the crafting recipe since they are kind of difficult to memorize. But basically, for the flight link, you need a zeaton crystal, which I'll get to later, a mercury bottle, which I'll get to very soon, and a steel ingot to craft it. Then for the, I think this is the flight, yes, the flight link, you need the zeaton crystal, the steel ingot, and an emerald. And then for the accuracy, you need a refined sonic crystal, yes, I'll get to that later, a zeaton crystal, and a steel ingot. Now the vial of mercury is something I want to cover right now because it is kind of difficult to craft. So, just for reference, all of these recipes should be put into the engineering table. But the vial of mercury, you don't put into a crafting table, you also put it into the engineering table. The crafting recipe for a vial of mercury is a glass bottle, a lava bucket, and some cinnabar, which, yes, I will also get to later. Now, you will walk up to your engineering table, put these inside of it, and once you do so, you will have the vial of mercury. Then you can use that in the crafting recipe for, say, the fluid link refill for fuel, and once you put it in, you can then craft your fluid link refill. You can do that for any of these, but remember the vial of mercury is only for the flight one. Now that we're back inside of the TARDIS, let me show you what to do with these. Basically, you just take your fluid link refill that you took, and you determine which one it goes to. It's kind of like matching the colors. You can then put it inside, and your TARDIS will take it and hopefully repair itself. If not, well, I actually don't know. So, hopefully, those fluid links did help you, because they are pretty difficult to find out where to craft since the wiki doesn't have them, and they're kind of difficult to locate on the Dalek mod server. It actually was in a pretty obvious spot, but it took me like an hour to find it. I actually needed help. I'm not sure if that's just me, but basically, I'm sure you've seen that there are a lot of odd ores that you need. One of them being silicon, which you definitely need to craft the redstone circuits, which you use in a lot of the crafting recipes, if not almost all of them, for your TARDIS. Now, silicon can be found basically anywhere underground near diamond level. Crystalline is another story. I believe you find it on the same level as iron and coal up here. So, but don't take my word for it. You might want to go onto DMU and ask someone. And for those of you who don't know what this DMU I'm referring to is, it's the Dalek Mod Universe server, which you can actually easily connect to by clicking one button on the Dalek Mod menu. But anyways, there are these three ores: the sonic crystal, the zeaton crystal, and cinnabar. Now these three ores, they don't spawn naturally underground, instead they actually spawn on top of your world in one of these called a meteor. So your meteors can either have a chance to spawn cinnabar, zeaton, or sonic crystal ore. Now, once you get the sonic crystal ore, it will be called unrefined sonic crystal. Basically, all you need to do with that is put it in a furnace and it will refine itself. And then, of course, when you mine cinnabar, you get cinnabar ore, which you can use for the fluid link over there. And, of course, the zeaton you get, which you also use in the fluid links, and I thought in one of the crafting recipes for the TARDIS, but I guess maybe not, but it is pretty important for all of the fluid links. Now, I hope this video helped you quite a lot crafting your TARDIS, since it is a pretty big thing having to basically kill the Ender Dragon and the Wither and do a whole lot of mining. So hopefully, if this did help you, I will be posting more videos about the Dalek mod, maybe how to craft sonic screwdrivers and more on them, or maybe about some of the mobs and where to find them. So, I wish you the best of luck crafting your TARDIS, and hopefully you succeed. If you don't, well, you'll respawn. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Fast Cargo. Goodbye.